Welcome dear students to your masterclass by MedicoApps. I'm Dr. Sarosh. We'll continue with the immunization, very important topic, important facts. Let's begin. So what we are going to discuss is, first we'll discuss the vaccine and what is the dose, what's the route and the site. BCG, remember, given at birth, 0.05 to zero point 0.1 ml, given intradermal on the left deltoid. You remember you have a scar there. OPV, whereas given as oral, the 2 drops to that is equal to 1 ml. DPT is 0.5 ml given intramuscular over the anterolateral aspect of the thigh. Hepatitis B, same. Measles is given whereas on the right arm, that is subcutaneous. The two unique things we have, one for BCG and one for measles. BCG given intradermal and measles given subcutaneous. Vitamin A is oral, 1 ml to 2 ml, remember. The rabies is given 1 ml intramuscular in the deltoid. There's also intradermal option also available. That's given 0.2 ml, smaller dose. Vitamin A, whereas you remember that is 1 ml is equal to 1 lakh international unit given at 9 months, and 2 ml is equal to 2 lakh international unit, that is given every 6 months after 9 months till the age of 5 years. Let's learn about rabies vaccine. So the strain is Flurry strain. The first, after the dog bite, we need to remember these numbers. On the day of dog bite, it's taken as 0. Then 3 days later, 7 days, 14 days, and 28 days. So there are two regimes. The first is SN regime, where is intramuscular given on all these days. Other one is Red Cross regime, where we give intradermal around the umbilicus, that is given 2 doses on each day except for the 14th day. Then we have pre-exposure, that is people who are at high risk working with animals. So for them, before the dog bite or any animal bite, they are given this vaccine as day 0. There's nothing on day 3 and day 14. We have a new one, that is 21 day. Okay, remember the first this days. All right. So now we'll learn about anti-cervical cancer vaccines. That is 2 of them, you remember, Cervarix and Gardasil. One more new thing we'll learn in this slide. Cervarix is bivalent, given as 16. It is nothing but 16 and 18 strain of human papilloma virus strain. It protects from these two. Gardasil, whereas, is a better one, given it is covering 4 strains of HPV. 6 and 11 are the new additives. And the age groups which they are given in, it's a young girls, that is 9 to 25 years of age. That is before the first exposure from the male partner. Okay, that is the first coitus. Ideally, at the onset of puberty, one can give. It is given as 0, 1, and 6 dose. That is after 1 month and the 6 months. 3 doses total. For both, now we're giving for boys also. It's preventing warts or papillomas in boys, cervical cancer in girls. Gardasil now has a new one that is covering 9 strains. It's called nanovalent vaccine. Okay, no need to do all these numbers, but remember the first 4, 16, 18, 6, and 11. Very important. Okay. So now more about vaccines. We have some things to store the vaccine, which helps in either increasing the potency or helps in preserving. So one thing in DPT we add is aluminum hydroxide, which is an adjuvant, increasing the antigenicity or the potency of that. Thiomucil is a preservative. Magnesium chloride in OPV is stabilizing, thermostabilizing agent. Efficacy of single dose, let us see. If you give 1 BCG, it gives around 80% of protection. Measles single dose gives more than 90%, and the maximum is given by rubella, that is 95%. A question for you. All right, so now let's learn some facts. The first vaccine was given by Edward Jenner. remember smallpox, which is eradicated because of that. Such a big achievement. The term vaccination also given by him, but the term vaccine is given by Louis Pasteur. Now the new vaccine questions that are being asked. Muscurix, RTSS, a recombinant protein-based malaria vaccine it is. It's very interesting. World's first licensed. Efficacy is around 50% in infant and children. How it is prepared is, we take the pre-erythrocytic circumsporozoite protein of Plasmodium falciparum and the envelope protein of hepatitis B, and add an adjuvant also. So all these things are used for preparing malaria vaccine. New one, dengue vaccine, Dengvaxia, CYD-TDV. It's a World Health Organization endorsed the first ever dengue fever vaccine. It's a tetravalent. It covers 4 strains of dengue. And the diluent is, remember, most of the vaccines are diluted by saline, except for measles, that is distilled water. The strain is CYD-TDV. Age group we give in the young adults, or children or the adults, 9 to 45, especially in the endemic areas. The schedule is 3 injections, 0 dose, 6 months and 12 months. Let's talk about the production. How do we produce this? We use a yellow fever vaccine and change that vaccine into dengue one. Mycobacterium indicus PRANII. This is a new one for leprosy. It is being launched by India. It is to be given along with the dose of rifampicin. It is developed by the GP Talwar, who is the founder director of National Institute of Immunology in Delhi. There's one more concept called switch in polio. Okay, let's learn about that. What is that? From trivalent vaccine, which we used to use before, that is having 1, 2, 3, we are now using bivalent, which are 1 and 3 strain only. There's no 2 now. 2 is bad. It was known to cause paralytic polio because of the vaccine. So India became polio free. It's a date very commonly asked in 2016, 25th April. And the only 3 countries which still have polio, which needs to be eliminated, are PAN countries, PAN, PAN countries. PAN card, like you can remember, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Nigeria. After this, the world can be eradicated from polio. The vaccine, special for you, I have created this with vaccines never to be freezed are T series. The name T in their name, shouldn't be freezed. So tetanus, DPT, DT and hepatitis B. All these should never be freezed. Okay. So ideally the temperature is to be +2 to +8 degrees centigrade. Mission Indradhanush. Indradhanush is a rainbow, right? So it has 7 colors. So 7 diseases are prevented. That is, one is BCG, tuberculosis, that is prevented. Polio, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, DPT, hepatitis B, and finally measles. These are the 7 very important ones. Along with this, now we have included in National Immunization Schedule protection against polio by using injectable polio vaccine and also rotavirus vaccine. So they are given like same like we are giving at the age of 6 weeks and 10 weeks. Measles we give along with measles we can also give rubella, that is MR vaccine or MMR with mumps, and JE, Japanese encephalitis. This dose is same as along with measles, like 9 months and the 1.5 year. Let's learn about vaccine vial monitor. You can see here a circle with the square here, a white square, that is a vaccine vial monitor to check for the potency, whether the vaccine is stored adequately in the set temperature or not. So the first 2 stages, that is when you can see the white square or the gray square, can be accepted, can be given. But when the color is equal to that, it becomes purple or equal to the outer circle, it cannot use. That's the third stage. And when the square becomes darker than the circle, it's the fourth stage. It cannot use in this particular stage. It's a marker of cold chain maintenance of the vaccines. Let's talk about the dial thermometer, which are used to maintain the temperature in the ILR, ice line refrigerators. This is you can see here the temperatures to be maintained between 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. It's used for monitoring. The worker there at the health centers has to check twice a day minimum and easy to monitor. Then thermocoup is the method. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye.